Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. We've now got pack 4 of the Agora models release. I build the Lamborghini Miura. Now the first 3 packs of this build are absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen that, I have put the playlist up here so you can see how much detail goes into this actual vehicle. It's pretty much one of the most detailed vehicles we've built so far. And in today's stages, we're going to be doing the suspension and we're actually going to be mounting the engine onto the forward section, looking like this, which I've just dropped on the floor of the under part chassis. I don't know what I've lost there. That's a good start to the place, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sure to find that. If you want to get this for yourself, I have put the link down here to the Agora Models website and we can get this all the way from pack 1. I can't believe that the start of this build has just been me losing parts already, but I will get that again afterwards. Anyway, without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so we're going to start this build with stage 25. We're going to be working on the rear wishbone. And here I've got the left and the right internal supports here. So if I get the right one out first, looks like that. I'll get the left one out as well and put that side. It's these sections here that we need first. The one I'm holding here is the left side one. So let's get the wishbone over. And this is the one that I want first. And it's the left side here that's actually just going to go into this side here. So I'm just going to push that in. I think I am just going to put a little bit of oil around there just to help it go into place. And when that's in, that should look just like that. So I'm bringing over this main chassis or the rear frame assembly that we've had before, and we're going to actually put this into place. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this section we've just completed and the start of the engine mount, I guess it is, or the frame assembly. I've turned it upside down. This is just going to go inside like that. It's going to be held in from the underside with a B screw. So turn it over, put some oil in this, make that nice and tight. There you go, that's in place. So this is the left side mount, which is going to go over the top of this section, and then the square section that we've got just in here is just going to match that shape that we can see there. So if I get this in, it's going to be held in with an A screw, and it's going to go in just like that, held in with this screw. Let me get this in. Just like that. And that's got in perfectly on that side like that. Now to hold this section in here, we just need a G screw, a long screw this one is. That's just going to go through the outside here, and it's going to keep everything into place. So there we go, that's there. Just tighten that up fully. I am going to use my PH1 driver just to get that in a little bit tighter. And there we go, we've got that side in place there. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So once again, on the shorter arm here, I'm just going to put in this section just like that there. Bring over this side and make sure I put this into place, which means just like last time, we're going to be putting this in here just like that there, and that's going to be held in with a B screw. There we go, that's that side in there. Then just like last time, I'm going to be putting in this section here, making sure that this square area here is going over the mount, just like that. And that's held in with a type A screw. Get that in nice and tight. And then lastly, to hold all this together, a type G screw just through this side here. Make sure that's nice and tight. There you go. And that's both of those sides in place. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Now in stage 26, which I've got here, we're going to install the left rear shock absorber. So the first thing I need is this lower suspension arm. And I also need the right support, which looks like that, which we had in stage 24. Now this is just going to be going onto the end like that there. Actually, let's move that over so you can see that. It's going to be held in with a type G screw. They're the long screws again. Get that screw all the way in. And there we go. That's in place. So bringing over the main part as last time, this is just going to go together like this. That section through there and that section on just like that. I'm going to hold this in with a type A screw. So that's one side in. And the large screw is just going to be going into the end here. Make sure that's nice and tight. I want that to come out the other side, you see. Excellent. And as you can see, that is now in place as well. I've got the shock absorber here. You've got to check the detail of this out. Look at this. Gee, look at that. That's brilliant. Love it. So what I'm going to do is take this as the top of the shock absorber. This is the bottom. And that's just going to go onto this section just here. Like that. It's going to be held into place with a type A screw. Excellent. Perfect. The other side's just going to go into this channel down the bottom, like that. This time we need an E-type screw, long one, looking like that. That's going to go in from the outside here, but we can't just push this straight in, because we need this tie rod here, which looks just like that. So one side's going to go in here, like that there. And then we can put the other side into the base of the shock absorber here. And then tighten that up. I'm going to loosen it up just a touch. I want to be able to still have some movement in that. But that is the suspension in place there. That looks really good. That is all there is to do in that stage. Now stage 27 is pretty much, it's not pretty much, it is exactly the same as what we've just done, but for the other side here. So once again, I'm just going to be taking out the lower suspension arm, and I need this bracket that we had again from stage 24. That's just going to go on the end just like that, and it's held in with a size G screw. And again, make sure that that screw does go all the way through and engages with the other side there. Once again, just like we did last time, this side's going to go on here and the other side's going to go into that channel there. Going to have an A screw just to hold that end in, and then just a type G screw to hold this other end in here all the way through the other side. So there we go, that's that lower arm in place. Take out the suspension again, and again just check out the detail on that. Love it. Okay, one side's just going to go in here, and that again is held in with an A screw. Best on the top camera, but that's going in perfectly there. And then we're going to take out the arm and the size E screw, put the screw just through there, and then the other side of the shock is going to go into here, put that in, and then tighten everything up. And there you go. That's another stage completed. Now before I take on stage 28, I need to get the engine. And what I'm doing is turning, this is the engine here, I've turned it over just like that, because I'm going to be putting this engine mount over the top. Now we've got 4 holes here, which are going to match the 4 holes you can see on the bottom of the engine. So let's line them up, just like that. Look how easy that's gone in. Open the pack up of parts we've got for this, because I need 2 A screws to start off with. And they're going into the bottom sections here. Just put them in nice and loose for a second. 1 and 2. And then the top ones here are going to have size B screws. So there we go, that engine is now mounted in place like that. So easy to do that was. Okay, we just need to take the drive shafts now. Get these out. Now there is a left and a right one. Just trying to see how the difference is. The left drive shaft apparently has got a longer pin. So I was looking at the pins. So this is the left one. This one's got the longer pin here. So I'm going to take the drive shaft first. I'm just going to put this through the left side here. And it goes into a D-shaped hole just on this side of the engine. Get that in. Just like that there. So the drive shaft's in place. I'm then going to take the left side hub and put this into place. So this is going to go underneath this section just here. And I'm going to put the top section on to mount this into place like that. And that's held in with a type A screw. In place like that. So that's a label to move. I'm just going to give that a little bit more of a tighten with my larger screwdriver. There you go. And then I want to bring this hub down, but at the same time put the drive shaft into the end here. Just like that. Excellent. I'm then going to turn this upside down. Offer this up on this section here. There you go. And then put a size F screw, which is a flange screw, which looks just like that, into the end to hold that in. And there you go. That is the left side in place with the drive shaft. I'm going to do exactly the same with the right hand side. And when they're both in, they should look just like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Now in stage 29, we've got the exhaust manifolds. And if I bring up the mount that we've been working on the engine, you can see under here we've got a row of holes that we're actually going to be putting this in and just pushing that into place like this. Excellent. That's all in. Makes such a difference just doing that one thing. Then I'm going to be taking a size A screw, putting this in some oil, and I'm going to pre-tap the holes which are at the bottom of the frame here. So because there is paint and stuff in there, we're just going to use some oil, put it in and take it out again. And I'm just going to do that with all the holes just on this section here. It's going to make the silencers a lot easier to install in the next stage. But we'll keep this part safe because that's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 30, we're going to be connecting the exhaust manifolds. So turning this round, the left one, which looks just like this, is going to go into the holes on this side. There you go. That's those ones in there. Do the same for the right hand side. That's both of those in like that. And then once we've got this, just going to put that to one side. Bring over this section here. This is made of metal. And then having it this way round, this is just going to go inside this area here. So the way to get this in, just slot this in this way. Make sure both the pipes go through. And that's both of those sections through there. That was more tricky than I think it needed to be. So I'm going to be attaching this section to the front here there is a little hole that this goes in, kind of like that there. Making sure that these pipes are above the suspension arm, which they are. And I'm holding that in with a type A screw, which I've got here. So put that in all the way. That's going to hold that section in there. Make that nice and tight. I'm going to connect these two pipes to these two sections just here with type H screws. So one in this side. Get that all together. Excellent. And just one on the other side here. So now that's through that side from that manifold on that side there. To finish off with, we're just going to have some screws just to put them in the other 2 points of this section here. So one this side and just one on the other side. And there you go, that's the manifold in that side and underneath. And that's all there is to do in that stage. In stage 31 here, we're in fitting the exhaust silencers. So again, what I'm going to do is turn this over because it's this section just here that I'm interested in. And I want to grab this silencer here. That's just going to go onto this lip here. So it's sitting on top just like that. Excellent. We want to close it off with the top of this, which looks like that. That's just going to go over the top here, just like that. And I'm going to hold that all together with a size A screw. Just through the top here. Excellent. And in a similar way, I'm going to be putting this side on over here. Then I'm going to be taking this part of the exhaust, which is going to go over the top here. And once again, like we did last time, I've got some H screws which are going to attach to the 2 exhausts either side. So I'll get them in. Put the bottom silencer box in. Just like that. And then put the top on. Once again, size A screw to hold all that together. Quite an impressive exhaust system. Let me just show you this from each side. So that's going around there, round the side, underneath, coming up the other side there. That looks excellent. That's the end of that stage. Two more stages to go. We've got the upper frame here. Now that's going to be covering this side of the engine. So what we're going to have is these channels here going around these channels here. So I'll put this on very gently so that it sits into place where it needs to be, just like that. We need to plug these pipes into the side, into the frame here. So one in that side, looking good. And then we've got some A screws here which we're going to be putting in to tighten this up. So 2 down the front here. And before I put the other side in, I think I'll put the one that goes in the front here in as well. Used my heavy duty screwdriver to get this one in here. Quite a tight screw. But there you go. That's in that side. And then we just do 2 on the other side here. And there you go. That is in place. Looking good. Put that to one side. Just going to be taking the fuel filter and its mount here. So the mount of the fuel filter is just going to go into these slots at the back here. It's just to push in like that. And then on top of it, we're going to be putting the actual fuel filter, and as you see, you've got 2 little tiny lugs on top. That's just going to push in as well, like that. Get that all the way in, so it fits flat. Perfect. Now before we finish, just get my tweezers out. I want to take the loose end of this petrol pipe here and just plug that into the nipple at the end. There. All the way in. That's in. Perfect. And that's all there is to do in that stage. So in the last stage, we're going to be fitting the left rear brake disc. And to do that, all we're going to do is take this section here. That's going to go into the top of this. So it's looking like that. We've just created ourselves a disc there now. It should clip in. So it's nice and flush. Now this is going to go onto the hub that's this side here. So this will be going eventually over here. But what we need to do is put the caliper in first. So here's the caliper here, which just goes onto the 2 pins that we've got on the hub carrier here. So I'm going to push them on. Not the easiest thing to put on, but a little bit of percussive force here. That's on perfectly there. Put the disc on here and then just close that off with the other side of the caliper. Just like that. That's that installed. That's all there is to do in that stage, and that's all there is to do in that pack. What a fantastic stack that was. Look at that. Look how much we've done now. Wow. I do like how everything is encased in here. And it's all holding itself together, no problems at all. Great stage. Absolutely love doing that. Now, put that down gently. If you want to get this for yourself, I have put the link down here to the Agora Models website. You can get this all the way from pack 1. But I really do hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.